Well, hello you guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's Salisa coming to you from Beautifully Me and You. And today I thought I'd bring you guys my last paycheck stuffing for the month of May. Now, I went on vacation and that's why I'm running a little bit late to Los Angeles and Las Vegas. And now that I'm back, I had already left the money that I needed to stuff in my sinking funds in my bank account. But now I went to the bank and I have quite a bit of stuffing to do. Not only will I be doing the stuffing of the cash envelopes or the sinking funds, I'm also going to be stuffing my coins that I have here from my travel. And then I have quite a bit of ones that all need to go inside the dollar challenge. And so if that sounds like something that you'd like to see, let's get into it. Now, a couple of things I want to discuss before we get started. One is, in my travels to Vegas and LA, I just about depleted my travel fund. And so you'll see that when we get to the actual sinking funds. Also, I had a true mishap while I was traveling. I lost my little key holder. Come to find out, I left it on the parking shuttle bus here in Atlanta, but I thought I lost it and it had all of these ones inside in that little cubby, and I was like, oh no, my ones. I was more interested in the fact that I lost my ones, or more devastated about my ones than I was my driver's license or my debit card, because whatever, they could have that, I could replace those. Anyway, so I have quite a bit. These other ones came from my travels. While I was out traveling, I got these. So I'm not gonna count any of them. I'm just gonna put them into the dollar challenge. But first, I wanna stuff the coins. I'm gonna speed it up because you guys already know, if you've been here before, it takes quite a bit of time to get all these in there. Let's see where we are as of today. There we go, $46.41 as of right now. And so I'm gonna stuff all of these coins. I've been averaging about $9 per pay period. So let's see, because it's almost time for me to get paid again, how much coins I had over my vacation travels. All right, I'm gonna speed it up.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.
All right, so I have a total of $54.43, and I started with what, $64.41. So yeah, just about $9. I think I am averaging about $9 per pay period in coins, which is crazy, because that means that's $20 a month, just about $20 a month that I'm coming up with. So this is my coin jar so far. I really like this coin jar because I can actually unscrew this, dump it out, and put the top back on and continue to put money in and keep these coins in another container, and the counter will continue to go. It doesn't know what's actually in the drawer. In the container. It only knows what I put in the top. So I really like this coin counter so far. I haven't made it to the top yet, but I'm sure by the end of the year I will. All right, so I'm gonna put this to the side, $54.43. And anything that I'm using here in this video, it is listed down below in my Amazon storefront. So you can get a coin counter like that for as little as $10 just to keep up with your coins. And I feel like it's really been helpful for me. All right, next is my big old mason jar. And I'm using this for my ones challenge. So let's start off by, let me talk about this. All of these ones, which I told you some of them were already in my ones holder from before I went on vacation. And then these are while I was on vacation, I had all of these. All of these are gonna go in here. Let's just go ahead and drop. And then I had 8 ones left from the one position of my payday this time. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I put that on my cash stuffing list. So I'm going to fold that. And that also will be going in here. Drop. And now this is where we're at. Ugh, I just want to count this so bad. I think I have a plan though. I have a really amazing trip that I was invited on for my birthday, and I'm thinking that I want to use that for that, but we'll see how much it comes out to towards the end of the year. My birthday's not until November. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and stuff the sinking funds. I got paid on May 26th, which was when I was out of town, but I did calculate how much I needed to set aside out of my budget. And so this time I actually listed all my sinking funds here like usual. And then I go across saying I want to give, like, for instance, my daughter $20, which is a $20 bill. And then I'll request these amounts from the teller, these bill amounts, which should equal up to these denominations. So total, I'm going to only be stuffing $258. Now, I did take quite a bit, I think $400 additional out of my check to go towards our travel. And I also took some out of my kids' funds in order to travel and out of my travel fund. We had to pay for expedition. There was like 8 of us. We had to pay for a van in one city, expedition another city, and then another hotel that I hadn't already paid for. So there was quite a bit of expenses included in that travel, but we were gone for 8 days and we had a blast. So I don't regret any moment of it. That's what sinking funds are for, if you ask me. All right, so let's go ahead and get stuffing. I also drove all the way up to the Hollywood sign while I was there, and I had never done that. I'm from California originally, and I had never done that before. And so I'm going to be posting a video about how you can get all the way up to the top of the Hollywood sign on a drive. It's kind of like a secret, but it can be done. And so I'm going to include a video coming up right after this one about that. All right. And that's kind of off the beat of my normal, sinking funds, cash stuffing videos, but it might help somebody who's trying to actually do a touristy thing while they're in LA. All right, so anyway, this tracker is linked down below for free if you guys are interested in using that. And let's get stuffing. All right, first things first, Janae, I'm gonna be stuffing for my daughter Janae $20, which is just gonna be a $20 bill. Let's see. I took quite a bit out of both of theirs and I tried to even them up. She has 1, 2, 3, 320. Yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna put 526. We'll give her 20 and she'll be at 340. So we'll add that 20 in and that'll be 1, 2, 3, 320 and 340. Come on. There we go. All right. Next we have my son Jace. I'm gonna move it over here. Hopefully you guys can still see. Jace, he has 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 310, 15, 320 as well. And I'm gonna be adding $20 to his. Let me scoot this down here. $20 to his. So he also will have 340. And that'll be 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 320, 30, 35, 340. Someone commented that I count like a banker, which I used to be a banker, so that's so funny. But yeah, I love counting bills. I can't wait till I count that ones challenge so I can just whoop, 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 whoop. I'm gonna count them like that. I'm so excited to do it. Anyway, okay, for my household, I took a trip to Sam's and spent $300 to get some cleaning supplies and some things we needed for the house. So there should be 130 in here, and that's 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 130. And for today, I'm going to be putting in 15, which is a 10 and a 5. I think I pretty much make like quarterly trips to Sam's. I was thinking I made monthly trips, but it's like when you go in there, you spend so much, you have stuff for a whole quarter. So I'm going to be adding 15 this time. Let's see, 5, 26, 15, which will be 145 total. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 145. So yeah. I'm thinking by the time I get done stuffing the household fund for the next quarter, I'll have enough to spend another $300. So Next is up is clothing, and I have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65. I did spend 100 on myself, some Shein clothes, which were super cute. And so this time I'm going to be stuffing for clothing $10, which will make this 75. And if you guys didn't see my clothing, follow me on Instagram. That's usually where I push my clothing hauls and things like that. So for this time, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75 is my balance. And I'll put my Instagram handle here on the screen. So that way, if you guys want to follow me over there I pretty much do food posts, clothing hauls, some grocery hauls, things like that. Things that are in my regular life, you know, not my finances necessarily. Next is car maintenance, and it should have 580, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 455, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 580. And this time for car, I'm going to be putting 50. That's 1, 2, 20, 40, 50. So I'm thinking, like I said before, that I'm probably going to need some tires sooner than later. And when it comes a knocking, I need to go do it. So that's why I'm saving a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 455, 20, 40, 60, 86, 610, 20, 25, 630. I think my tires will be like $600. Hold on, somebody's calling me. Let me silence that. Okay. So for car, I added 50, which made it 630. So I have enough for a set of tires now if I really need it to go get them. And I do have a car service scheduled. So when I see them, if they say it's time, then I'll go ahead and pay for that. Next is medical. Medical, I did have another ortho appointment, so I had to spend $100. If you guys don't know, I had some problems with my thumb and my wrist. I think it's like, you know, scrolling and things like this. Anyway, it made this joint like super inflamed, and I had to get a splint, and it was just ridiculous. So after I paid for my appointment, they actually said I owed $100 more towards the splint, and I had an AFLAC claim, which gave me quite a bit back. So I took $100 out of there. All right, so for right now, I should have 185. That's 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 65, 70, 75, 80, 185. And for this time, I'm going to be putting in medical 15, a 10, and a 5. So let's see, the 5 goes there, and the 10 goes here. And that's 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 170, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and $200. Which before I thought I did not need money for this little folder. It's like, oh, I get free appointments and this and that. More and more unexpected expenses come up about medical in regards to me, not even my kids. So I really need to beef this one up some more. Next is birthdays. And birthdays, I'm going to be doing $10. I did spend $200 on a birthday gift for my daughter before we left. And so her birthday was back in April, but she just figured out what she wanted. So $10 is what I'm going to be putting in here. I should have counted it before, but that's okay. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 205, 10, 15, which that's right, 215. So let me add that. $10 for $215 total. My son's birthday's coming up in August, and he's already coming up with his plan of what he wants. So, yeah, that birthday money will be spent sooner or later. Next is Christmas. Christmas, I'm going to put $40. And that should bring our total to $840. Right now, we should have $800. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 7, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 8. And then we're going to add 820, add 20 more, or 40 more, excuse me. All right, so we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 98, 8, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 840. You know, I think I'm going to make a video about sinking funds in general, just to help people who aren't sure how to set them up or how they want to run theirs, because everybody has their own ideas and plans. But as I was thinking about that video idea, I was thinking about the fact that some of these sinking funds have goals and some are non-goal sinking funds. Most of mine are non-goal, which means I just keep, you know, stuffing money until I get to when I need to actually spend it. But I do have a couple of goal related ones. And so I'm going to talk about that in that sinking fund video, and look for that coming out shortly. All right, next is Boss, and Boss has 160, that's 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 45, 50, 55, 160. And I'm not gonna stuff anything in Boss. I don't know why I took that out. I was thinking I was gonna put something in there, but I forgot. I'm not putting anything in Boss because I like to stuff that out of my like side hustle checks or whatever. So next is Gingy the cat, and I'm gonna be giving her $5. And she has right now 145, which is 50, 70, 80, 91, 110, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 145. We'll add this 5 to make 150. Let me just update this tracker. All right. Next is travel. I told you I just about depleted this whole thing. I have 260 in here, which is 152, 20, 40, 50, 60. And for travel today, I'm gonna be adding 30. I was trying to stuff at least $100 a pay period, but you know what? That's not always possible, which is something else that I'm gonna talk about in that sinking fund video. You know, you gotta do what you can do. So there's 20. There's 100, 152, 220, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. 290 because I stuffed 30. And I took out an extra 100 to go on travel, but when I got back, I had $100 extra, so I put it back into this folder for our next trip, which will probably be at the end of June. All right, hardwood floors. I'm gonna be stuffing in there $10. These trackers like this are also linked below if you need some trackers. And I like the trackers to help me kind of keep track of what I have and in each individual envelope. So it'll be $375, but right now there should be $365, and that's 1, 2, 253, 20, 40, 60, $365. And I'm just gonna be adding a $10 bill. So that'll be 1, 2, 53, 20, 40, 60, 75, $375. Let's see, that one was hardwood. I'm not going to be adding anything to emergency fund or taxes. Taxes I like to add whenever I get extra bonus checks or like side hustle money. I'll put taxes in, but I'm not doing that this time. I'm not doing anything with investments, and I still haven't. Giving, I'm gonna put $25, and that's gonna be this 25. This time I didn't put 10% of my check, but I'm putting 10% of the amount that I'm stuffing. And you know, that's the flexibility of sinking funds. You gotta do what you could do when you can do it, you know? And this time I'm putting 25, so that'll be a total of 55. That's 20, 40, 55. And I'm about to get paid again very shortly, so I'm sure I'll be adding much more to that giving fund later. Nothing's going in Salisa because this is like when I have an abundance of money and it's not in my little cash envelopes. I'm also not going to be stuffing my cash envelopes this time because my gas tank was already full from before we traveled. And grocery shopping, I did it as soon as we returned because we didn't have groceries. So I don't have anything to stuff. I just went to the grocery store, bought groceries, and posted that haul on my Instagram. So check me out if you guys want to see that. Otherwise, I think that's everything for today. I thank you guys for watching. Look forward to quite a bit of videos this month. I'm feeling inspired to get some things out. And so make sure you're subscribed. Like the video if you can, because it helps the video to be pushed even further into those who might need the information. And leave me a comment. Matter of fact, if you made it all the way to this point, leave me this one single emoji right here. And that way, I'll know you're a real one. That's right. All right, you guys take care. That's everything for today. Bye-bye.
Ow.